We're here at this local bus station that we do here. We got our machine going. It is ugly. We're ordering some new plastic parts. Had this since it had zero. Now it has 698. So we use this mainly for shipping and waxing. It's just a handle and stuff. But this is our floor machine that we use for shipping and waxing. I put that solution in, and I mean, look at the difference on the floor. All right, so I'm hitting this. What I have here. It's working great. I tested that area, which I showed you earlier. Look at this hallway here. All right. So I'm hitting this now with the auto scrubber. Still steady pace here. And I am not upset at these results at all. I'm very excited actually, because I never thought to test it on VCT. And it's looking good. I gotta hit the squeegee, hit it a second time. But I mean, you've seen half of it was done, half of it's not done. I mean, it's looking good. Look at that spot right there. It's totally different, right? So we'll clean it up a bit after. That's the side I'm on here. That side hasn't been touched. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna hit it a second time using my footprints on here. And we're gonna get this thing buffed and clean. All right, Be Clean Professionals here. We just did a deep scrub on the floor, and I'm buffing it now. I'll show you the buffing process. We used our cleaner to do this flooring. We do this floor once a month. It's the winter time. It's getting ready, so we're getting ready to strip. So we'll probably strip this thing completely down, maybe February or late February after all the snow hits. As you can see, there's a lot of indentation. So like the wax here, that's from the rug. You can see the divots in there. So if you see real close, it has like, it's hard to see at the camera, but that's from the rubber mats you can see the stain right here. The rubber mat was getting brushed on there. So the dirt build up, just from people walking, the cleaners coming in. We don't clean this, we just do the floors. Cleaners coming in, it's acting like sandpaper and sanding that all off, all right? So you can see here, there's like some spot of the wax missing here. All right, and excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. So there's little darkened areas over here. So we're gonna strip all this again. The chairs, the marking of the chairs here. They make rubber bottoms, but I mean, it's really hard to get those on there. So you got a lot of rubbing and scratching. So it's just working its way in there. It's acting like sandpaper and sanding this thing down. You see this is all dark in here. But I'm not too bad. I mean, this is what it's going to look like. But I'm going to go ahead and put the spray buff on there. I'm going to go ahead and buff this up, make it give it a little bit of shine. But this is what I wanted to found, all right? We use the janitor closet to get the water and stuff. This is the main problem right here. They're using Zep. Zep is horrible. Only thing I use Zep is the neutralizer, because neutralizer is neutral. Not neutral cleaner. I mean, that's just what it is. But this stuff is horrible. It's cheap. It doesn't work. And that explains what is going on with the floor. Now, had this customer told me what was going on, that they're having problems or they want to lay more wax down, I would have gave them some wax to use. Because they were actually using sealer. All right, that's not wax, that's a sealer. It's harder to get up. It's very cheap. It causes more problems and causes more damage. That's why we got a lot of buildup over here in the corners and the edges and stuff. That sealer, they're putting stuff down, okay? Whoever, the janitorial crew here, they think they know what they're doing. They don't, all right? Leave that to your floor guys. If somebody's watching this, you want to use this, leave that to your floor guy. Call your floor tech. Call your floor professional, okay? There's a reason why we choose the wax that we use on these type of floors. If you're doing a maintenance plan, we'll use a certain type of wax. If you're not doing a maintenance plan, we'll do a different type of wax to hold up and be durable. So you can, use the proper cleaners. They also had some shampoo cleaner in there. We can give them some shampoo, the correct cleaner to use. That shampoo cleaner, all it is really much a lot of soap. All right, we use a detergent. All right, and you're saying, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference between soap leaves behind stuff. All right, soap is just going to attract more dirt, and I'm pretty sure the machine they're having is not strong enough to pull up all the soap out. So the soap that the residue is leaving out there is like a magnet for more dirt, okay? We use a detergent, which is different. It doesn't leave down the residue. It leaves behind polymers, okay? Those polymers, you won't feel it or anything like that. But I'm going to show you, it's enough about the carpets, which I love. But I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. Get the spray buff going, because we're working on 3 a.m. and I have to go back in here. I'm gonna clean the corners. I'm gonna do a little detail work. All right. I would say I'm just doing a light buff one here. We're going to strip this thing. We'll probably be in here another. It's a good time to do another deep scrub on the floor. And then we're going to do another strip on the full entire thing. Like I said, my customer, he's definitely going to hear it tomorrow from me. I'm like, man, why didn't you tell me? You know, I'm not going to yell or anything. Obviously, it's my customer. I'm like, hey, man, why don't you tell me you guys need to put more wax down? You know, I would have kindly gave them wax because the time, if I would have just gave them, I don't know, a quart of wax, the wax I use is a lot thicker. You know, they don't have to put as many layers. Now it's going to take me, I would have just gave them some wax that I had left over that takes care of the problem rather than, you know, them using a sealer. And I'm coming in and instead of me taking, you know, 8 hours to do the floor with my team, you know, it's going to take us about, you know, 10, 15 hours trying to get that sealer up because it's very cheap and it just doesn't work really well. All right, so that's all I'm doing. I'm spreading down my spray buff here. Got my old Tornado out. I haven't actually used this thing in years. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to use it tonight. You were like, oh my God, your equipment's crappy. You know what? It's old. And you know why? Because it works. The newer stuff, I'm not saying the newer stuff doesn't work, but why? If it's not broken, you know, why fix it? And they're like, oh man, you're a YouTuber. I don't care if it's clean or not. I'm not out here, you know, doing the Maserati. All right, I'm doing a bus terminal. All right. I'm at a bus station, okay, no one's here. I'm not worried about what my equipment looks like. Now, if I'm at like a government building or military base, all right, I'll pull out my A1 day one. But I want to need 2 hands. It's hard to do this one, so I'll get back with you guys. Stay tuned. So we're pretty much all finished with the floor. I went ahead and got these corners like manually. A lot of this, you know, the residue is all from like it's all wax buildup. So we're going to talk to the manager tomorrow, or my tomorrow, they're today. It's working, I think they are on, it's like 3 in the morning here, 4 in the morning. So everyone's getting ready to come in. So he did a good job, about a 4 or 5 hour job. But like I did say, we found the sealer in the closet. So that has to do with a lot of issues here, why a lot of stuff's not coming up. We did use our own chemical on there today. We didn't do a top layer, top scrub, because that's not what we're here for. We're just going to do the deep scrub and then do a buff and shine, which we did. We got the buff and shine done. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and inflate February after, you know, we get a bunch of snow, if we do. We're going to go ahead and, you know, try to get them to do a full strip and wax on these floors because they definitely need it. And the reason why we're going to wait until the winter time, until after the snow, is because a lot of salt is going to eat that wax up from being on the floor. So we're going to wait till after the winter time and all the salt's out. And we're going to get the total layers off of this thing. When we first stripped it, I think we put 5 layers down, and then in between we take a layer off for a top scrub about twice a year, and then we lay 2 more layers back down. So we take them off and then try to build them back up. But we're heading out. Good night, and see you next time. If you like what you see, give us a like and subscribe button, and of course if there's anything else you'd like to see, let us know. Questions, comments, get at us. And of course, we do have the chemicals for sale online. Just hit the shop button and we'll get them shipped out to you within about 2 weeks. I always like to show here in our video that our logo does have a meaning. If you've seen the video in the beginning, the dove brings it back. Olive branch represents peace and also a new beginning. The carpet wand is actually what I started with 5 years ago. So you got your carpet wand and your peace symbol. So every time we're cleaning someone's home, we're coming in your home with peace, all right? We're giving you a peace of mind. You don't know us, we don't know you, but we're coming in there representing peace and give you some fresh new beginnings.